Bunny hopping is the combination of strafing while continuously jumping. Bhopping in VNL is not as graceful as in KZT or SKZ and is much harder due to stamina. It is a major part of KZ and cannot be avoided in map running. In this video, we are diving into the bhop in VNL. Perhaps the most important thing to learn, working bhop triggers saves a huge amount of time and makes things much easier when combined with pre-keeping. Bhop triggers TP you back after different periods of time. Some are slow and some are crazy fast. You can work all triggers regardless of whether they are single or multi-bhop. This is necessary in maps such as Hoham and Sahara, where you'd otherwise be jumpbugging or perfing a million times instead. Walking is literally what it sounds like. Instead of just jumping off on contact, you can walk a few units to gain more pre before jumping. The jumpbind makes things much easier to walk in general, as you get more height. It takes a lot of trial and error to know when to jump before getting TP'd, especially with the faster triggers. Perfing off a block is a common occurrence and is very annoying. To avoid this, you can crouch and let go of your direction keys to cancel all of your speed and jump after a short period of time after landing. This all happens quickly near the end of the jump. Doing so looks something like this. The 180 walk is the most useful and powerful technique you can learn to run harder bhop maps such as Yoda and Sahara. To do it, you need to walk for as long as possible to get the most pre, and get a good turn to get even more. You can also combine it with a jump bug or bhop and go absolutely crazy. Named after the insane legendary pro runner himself, it allows you to gain pre and easily set up for your walk by bhopping near the edges of a block in a circle. It is very useful on blocks that have a lot of spaces. Named after the Grape Seeker himself, landing from a crouch perf instead of a normal jump makes you lose less stamina, and therefore lets you conserve more of your speed and lets you jump higher. This can be very useful for walking hard blocks on pro. Wallstrafing is useful to get pre on very small blocks with walls on their sides, without having to walk or move your crosshair too much. Since this usually deals with lower speeds, a higher wallstrafe angle is preferred. When you drop from a height, you lose a lot of stamina, get slowed, and have a hard time jumping. To recover, you simply need to jump still a couple of times and then proceed as usual. Defty bhop maps like Neon Portal cannot be done without checkpoints on bhop blocks. You can spam checkpoints as soon as you land using your mouse wheel and set one or many. Setting checkpoints on bhop blocks is an exploit and cannot be done every time. It was found that waiting a week or two after a CSGO update with no updates in between makes checkpoints easier to get. As soon as a CSGO update rolls out though, checkpoints get reset and become almost impossible to get on the faster triggers. Named after BKZ Lewly tech allows you to walk for an unusual amount of time on certain bhop triggers. To do it, bhop once and then walk or set a checkpoint. Teleporting back can also let you use Lewly tech. This only works on individual blocks, and going on another block will reset Lewly tech. It is worth noting that even though some blocks might appear as one, Lewly tech needs to be reset by bhopping once on the trigger again. Some jumps can be cheesed with pixel walks. Assuming that checkpoints work, The best way to get them is to go close to the edge and checkpoint. From there, you can look at an angle and go forwards or backwards to move more precisely. Bhopping is usually what deters a lot of players from certain maps. This will hopefully be less so after this video. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helps, and I hope to see more fucking finishers on Ho-Hum.